You guys good? Yeah. Well, Owen, your first year kicking, I know you were here last year, but just what has this experience been like, your first time really playing?
It's amazing. I mean, I've always grown up watching college football. The atmosphere is electric. Dowdy's great. I love the atmosphere. I love the crowd. I love everything about it.
So you seem to be settling in. You could sense a little bit of nerves in the first game, a little bit, but talk about how it feels now that you've got a few games under your belt.
Yeah, so the first game, a shock was not being able to hear. Obviously, I've never had to deal with that. But after the first time, you get used to it pretty easily, and then you settle in and you appreciate it. I honestly like not being able to hear. I like away games. It's calming. Not like to hear all the crowd, and I don't know why, but it kind of calms me down.
Coach Houston has described you as a surfer dude, kind of laid back. Is that a fair representation of your personality?
Yeah, it's pretty fair. Back home, I love surfing. I love being at the beach and just hanging out. I have a skateboard. I ride around campus on to get to classes and everything, and it's just, yeah.
What are some of the things you do on the road when you get to a stadium? So when you get to the bounce house tomorrow, Saturday, what are some of the things you go through?
I just do my regular routine. I go out there, warm up a little bit, make sure my body's loose, go back in, then we all come out as a specialist group and kick a little bit more with the snap and hold, and then just lock in for game time.
Do you ever have like go to coach and say, hey, I can get it through 50 pretty easy, or I can get it to 55 or 70 or anything like that?
I let him judge where I should be kicking. I don't really intrude in that sense, but my farthest ever is 65. I hit that in a competition to go to the Polynesian Bowl my senior year of high school.
I'm sorry about that. What are your thoughts about this league? You know, y'all come off a big win, and then you have to play, travel to another good team. It's every week you're playing a good team. What are your thoughts about just kind of getting through that?
I love competing. Competitions, it's a fun thing for me. Like everything I've done here since I've got here, it's been competition. We have a pool table. We were always competing on that. Practice every single day. We play ping pong all the time, me and my buddies. So everything I do is really competition. So it's not really much different. I don't really try to think too much about the league and the competition too much. I just try to focus in on the game and have fun during the game.
What is your process after a kick? Make or miss? Make or miss?
I go back to the net. So I go back to the net, make sure I continue practicing my fundamentals and making sure I'm hitting the ball well, regardless of whatever happens. And just trying to clear my mind to the next kick, regardless if I make it or miss it. I try to stay focused completely on what's going on in the game and when to be ready always.
What did you learn from Jake Verity, sitting under him and watching him last year?
I learned that he does well with kicking during the game. Like he's a game time player, which is it's a little bit like kind of personal. So like some people are really good during the game, some people aren't. I've always felt like I'm really good during the game. Like practice, obviously you have to be consistent all week during practice, but he just had another level. He had a switch during the game, and he prepared for getting ready for that. So that's the biggest thing I saw from him.
You can't be perfect all the time, but can you talk about your confidence level, how it's improved as the seasons progressed?
Yeah, I've definitely getting more experience always gives you more confidence, and realizing the different factors in the game, like the crowd noise, those things will give you more experience and unlock different levels of understanding of how to do the job. And I think I've realize a lot of the things. Obviously, there's a couple more things I have to unlock, like being in a game winner situation. I've had the situation where in South Carolina went up 17-14, so I know it's like to be in a big time kicking situation to give us the lead, but a game winner, I still need that under my belt to really improve more, in my opinion.
Over the summer, Coach, said that there was a kicking competition. And how have you worked? Or has it made you work harder knowing now there's a kicking competition? I'm guessing you probably didn't have as much of that in high school, considering I'm guessing you're the only D1 kicker on your roster.
Yeah, 100%. That's hit it to a T. I've always been competitive though, so I go to camps all the time. You see a bunch of good kickers. You try and compete with them at camps to get preferred walk-ons or scholarships to whatever university you go to. So in that sense, I have had competitions before, but every single day, repetitive, you have to make kicks, you have to be consistent. And it was different. It definitely makes you a lot better. It's insane how much that increases your skill level, because you just have to be locked in every single day. And a lot of times in high school, you're not always locked in. A lot of times your coaches don't have kicking competitions every single day. They don't have field goal every single day. They just have it one day a week. So having it every single day here it's really smart, and it's really it helps your kickers get used to situations and everything like that.
Awesome.
Thank you, Owen.
Thanks, Owen. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you, Owen.
Appreciate it.